Okay, so in this vlog I have returned back from Tauranga Bay of Plenty. I spent a couple of days at the Thundercat Nationals, which I mentioned in the last vlog. Brilliant time, and then I made the trek out to Whakatane and spent a couple of days diving at White Island, which was sort of partly planned. I'm going to basically go over clips. I did a pretty piss poor attempt at filming. I got some good underwater stuff, but certainly didn't cover it as really to do it justice. I'm going to have to go again. That's what that means, so it's not too bad. So basically what I'm going to do right now is just go over some clips with you, give you a little bit of a look at what I experienced. It was pretty much the best diving I've ever had in my life, so let's get into it. Okay, I made a little post about this trip, and Bradley Lang from down there reached out, so we met him at the ramp. There was 4 of us going in total. On the way out to White, we actually came across a huge floating log that has been floating for some time, and one of the guys jumped in and spotted a bunch of kingfish hanging around on it, so we dove that for a little bit. I just filmed. You can see the kingfish coming from deep on some skipjack tuna chum that we'd thrown about, smashing that. One of the guys took a kingfish there, as well as what was called ocean blue eye, which is incredibly rare to shoot. Got that on film. Right, the next place we stopped was a big pin that comes from 130 metres all the way up to 15. Clear water. I'm not used to diving, and actually good viz, you're talking 20 metres plus, which Brad said wasn't that great for the spot, but pretty much blew my mind. So we're diving down. There was a kingfish lost right at the start. What I noticed here was the kingfish were a lot more cagey than they are around home, probably due to the viz and actual time of year. You had to work a bit harder to get a lot closer, and also of course a lot deeper than I'm used to at home, but I dived well. The fish here, I actually lost this one, and I found out the next day that my flopper was jamming shut on some shots, so lost that one, but I got one later, but the same problem happened, but I'd stoned it, so the shaft came out as I was pulling it in, but it was stoned, so I got the fish anyway. But a little something to note for the future. There's another one hanging there, eh? It's what I dropped down for. But I got that kingfish at the next spot we went to, which again was a lot more current than the first spot that we had, and just beautiful, beautiful diving. Lots of fish, lots of everything there. We then did a little lap around the island just to have a look at the volcano activity, which is an experience for the 3 of us there that hadn't actually been out there before. Did a couple more drops at another spot, as well as including me being on a camera and a big school of kingfish rolling through. So we finished the day with a couple deep drops. I think we caught 1 gemfish, and then shot back. Okay, on the second day, what the plan was a bit more of a power run, which the friends I went with had to have a little hidey hole for them out there, as well as one of the guys I was in the water with got a huge packy. We never weighed it, but you can see it here on the measuring scale, just an absolute monster. Only crayfish we saw all day. Lots of trevally workups. I was having flopper issues, as I mentioned earlier, and then so sorted that out, and the trevally schools were quite cagey, lots of rat kingfish hanging around them. That wasn't really the target. Huge blue mau mau workups, which is sometimes quite an experience to be in amongst, because they just school you. You basically can't see. They drop the viz down to about 1 metre or 2 at times, so you just can't see anything. I sort of mucked around with those for a little bit. Got a lot of power. I haven't experienced great power up here around Omaha, so that was an experience in itself, being able to get power and get quite a few of them. I think we got a little bit of power out of there.
This is good. Fuck, this is good. Look at that thing.
Yeah, just a little bit more time spent in the blue mau mau schools, and then a little bit of time doing some deep drops. We got a bass and we got a couple of gemfish out of there.
It's a hard hooker.
Oh, bass.
Oh, Girana's twin. What's the chances of you catching your twin?
Yeah. Got eyes just like you.
For the sharp end. Okay, so overall, my thoughts on diving White Island, I'd probably give it about a 15 out of 10 to be perfectly honest. Wicked viz, great fish, great everything. A real different experience to diving. A lot of the stuff around here, a lot of the coastal stuff, it's motivated me to get out more to the further out to the islands and things like that. Pretty happy with my own level of diving coming back from that trip. So this video has just been a little bit something different. Need to get back to White Island to do a proper filming mission. So that's it. I'm Sam Price. I'll see you at the beach.